Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Good morning, Mr. Chair. My name is Marie Bryant, and I'm here to speak on and make a demand that part of the money that's going to be in the proposition for Measure R2 be dedicated to the Park Mesa Heights Tunnel. You mentioned in your report that there's been a new station added for 96th Street, and I think with that you've come up with additional money for that. You can really come up with additional money for a tunnel for those 11 blocks. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your testimony. We'll take the next speaker, please. Next speaker. All right, I'm going to call Steve Bagby, Linda Ricks, Keith Lopez, Jackson. Mr. Bagby.
Good morning, Supervisor and Board. I'm Steve Bagby, President of Dorsey High's Alumni Association and Political Action Chair of Second Baptist Church. First and foremost, I hope to be as succinct and comprehensive as Miguel and Celeste were, the resident speakers from Western Avenue. And it's my hope to matriculate to Dorsey High.
Manuel in the house, don't be.
I also, on behalf of the Dorsey High Alumni Association, want to give a heartfelt plea for those that were involved in the People's Union accident this morning on Vermont and Venice, where two buses collided. I'm here to demand that the funds be dedicated to the Mesa Heights Tunnel Measure R2. And finally, I would say, inasmuch as sales tax revenue is generated across the board, I think there should be equitable usage for our tax dollars as well. Thank you.
We thank you for your testimony, and we'll take the next speaker, please.
Good morning. My name is Linda Ricks. I am a member of the Crenshaw Subway Coalition, Crenshaw Leadership Council, Friends of the Hyde Park Miriam Matthews Library, Park Mesa Heights Community Council. I represent Hyde Park, and I am here to demand that the funds be dedicated to the Park Mesa Heights Tunnel and Measure R2.
We thank you for your testimony. We'll take the next speaker. That was Ms. Riggs. Sir?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Honorable Mayor and members of the board. My name is Keith Lopez Jackson. I am a resident of Chicago, so I'm used to tunnels. And I think I'm the Secretary of Hope and the Subway Coalition. I think tunnels are a safe mode of travel, and I, along with the Hope Crenshaw Subway Coalition, support the Park Mesa Heights Tunnel Measure in R2. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your testimony. We'll take the next speaker, please. All right, we'll proceed. I did call Keith Lopez Jackson. I'm calling. Oh, that was Keith. All right, thank you, Keith. Kim Jurgen. The lady who needs a little help with this.
Cage Varela.
Then I see Sada Moja. Pamela, or Damian Goodman, Michael Batiste, those persons. Ma'am?
Good morning. I'm kind of nervous, okay?
You're right.
Kim Jurgen, I'm a senior at People's Coordinated Services, multi-purpose center on Crenshaw, where Metro is running a train at grade right in front of our facility. Shame on you, MTA board members, specifically Mark Ridley Thomas and Mayor Garcetti. Shame on you for approving Metro to build a rail line at grade on Crenshaw Boulevard between 48th and 59th Street. Shame on you for putting our seniors and children at risk of being killed with senior centers and elementary schools next to the tracks. Shame on you for destroying our tree-lined median to run 2 trains down the middle of Crenshaw Boulevard, eliminating half the already limited parking spaces, eliminating crosswalks, and no train stops between the Vernon Station and Slauson on Crenshaw. Shame on you for making it difficult for our businesses along this commercial corridor to do business and for new businesses that want to come and set up businesses. Shame on you for not considering any of the concerns, safety risks, or objections the residents and stakeholders of the Hyde Park Mesa community have voiced since the beginning of this Crenshaw LAX rail project for some 5 or 6 years, virtually destroying our community's economic development. Shame on you for lying to the community about the lack of funds to keep the rail line underground in Crenshaw from 48th to 59th Street. And shame on you if you do not earmark the additional needed funds to keep the Crenshaw LAX rail line underground, as the majority of the community wants, in your proposed Measure R2, a $100 billion LA County ballot measure for transportation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Ladies and gentlemen, she got a little extra time because she disarmed me by saying that she was nervous. And I think she did very well to be nervous, don't you? Give her a round of applause.
Good morning. My name is Lady Cage Morelli.
All right.
Yes. My purpose of being here is to support the organizations who are fighting to put this subway underground to protect an historic landmark area that's known throughout the world. Crenshaw Boulevard is one of those areas that should never be altered or destroyed by putting metal, dangerous metal down the street to harm the community. I am a member of HOPE. I am a member of the Crenshaw Subway Coalition. I am a member of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority, National Council of Negro Women, Deer Park Section. I am a member of the Republican Party, County Central Committee, 54th AD Assembly District. Now, yeah. So I'm speaking to a lot of people. Reach just goes far.
All right.
And we would love to have your support and everybody's support to protect this area.
Thank you
Preserve it.
We thank you for your testimony. All right, we'll take the next speaker, please.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Asata Umoja. I've lived in the Hyde Park community probably for about 20 years now. And I have watched many of the, anti-community development that have happened. The community is a community that has struggled for quite some time, particularly since 1992, to try to reestablish and redevelop itself so that we can have a more thriving, more livable, viable community. And in the midst of this, now we have MTA that wants to bring a train above ground, probably through one of the last vital areas where there's really some type of retail where people can go and actually shop. And I just want to say, this is not just new to this particular area, but there's a history. There's a history of transportation coming through particularly black communities and totally destabilizing them.
All right.
And I really think it's time to begin to look at what this has, what kind of impact this has on communities and how it's eventually going to come back again to haunt you.
Ma'am, I'm going to ask you to conclude because your time has expired.
I will conclude.
Thank you.
I just want to ask the board to consider how important it is to make sure that the community that you're coming through has an opportunity to develop itself and to thrive.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your testimony. We'll take the next speaker.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Michael Beatty. I'm president of the LA Council of Black Professional Engineers, and I'm here to talk about the at-grade red light rail through the Crenshaw area.
Okay.
It seems kind of strange. You talk about an at-grade rail system through the Wilshire Boulevard area. It's probably not going to happen. Oh, a tunnel through methane and tar pits in the Wilshire area. Oh, that will happen. So there seems to be some kind of dissonance. An at-grade system through one of the major commercial areas in the black community. Yeah. Oh, that's going to happen too. So where's the balance here in what's going on with respect to how the funds from the Measure R2 are going to be allocated? So I'm here today to just speak and demand to the fact that some funds from that R2 be dedicated to the below-grade tunnel through the Park Mesa Heights area. Thank you.
Board members, Amy and Devin, the Executive Director of the Crenshaw Subway Coalition. We are excited that you now have a tremendous opportunity to correct the grave consequences of your street level design in Park Mesa Heights through Measure R2. $100 to $120 billion. Surely only in jest now you would claim we ain't got the money. Yes. As the representative said when approving the North Park Village Station after we organized to defeat Measure J, if you had done that 2 years prior, it probably would have passed. Probably.
Right.
Here you sit with a similar opportunity. We are far more months out than we had when we defeated Measure J. It is up to you to decide whether we will be supportive or neutral in this line, or whether we will go out and defeat it. The choice is yours, Mr. Mayor. The choice is yours, Supervisor. We're looking forward to that Measure R spending plan that has the money for 11 blocks to go underground in Park Mesa Heights.
Yes! With that order, please. Now, please proceed.
Lady Cage Barrelli. I just want to make a comment regarding item 59. I witnessed just how easy it was for the presenters to request $5 million. And you guys had it to give, to approve. Full approval by the board. I hope that when it comes around to you guys reconsidering the subways that you have included in the Measure R2 proposal, that you will also include the Crenshaw subway being placed underground and that be part of that measure. I pray to God that you guys seriously consider that and honor your constituents. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.